Hey guys, JJ back here. This time I give you guys another free play. This time it's going to be on Indians versus White Sox. Seeing the spread at Indians minus 195. Total is at 7. So we grabbed 2 wins on Monday with that Indians under and the for the first half and Angels over for the game. With those two, added with the other one, we start 3-0 in MLB on free picks or picks from the channel. Now, don't get silly here and start doubling down. I know how some of you guys operate. Not you guys, specifically anybody, but I know how typically people act when they start winning a few games. They start, increasing their unit size long before they should, and they wind up, doubling down on the wrong games. And ultimately, you could be 3-1, 4-1, and still not have won much money. So keep your units the same. Make sure they're always one unit. I typically like all these games similarly. So don't be doubling down or doing anything crazy. And keep in mind, for the new guys that maybe subscribed to the channel recently, looking at it and going, oh wow, 3 games, wow, been really churning out wins in college basketball. From this channel was good as well. Nothing I give here or nothing my dad gives here are stone cold locks. I mean, if you guys need a lock, go find your nearest Home Depot and go buy yourself a lock. Here we're giving you, favorable games to win or games that have a favorable chance to win. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing is a sure thing. Don't be listening to anybody tell you any differently. So real quick before I dive into the play, I will be in Atlantic City this weekend with the Pops. If you guys are interested, we'll do a YouTube live video from our suite for about 15-20 minutes. It'll happen on Saturday night. Comment below if you guys have interest in it. We'll chat with you guys on our sports bets for the night. Maybe some things on craps. Maybe how to get the best hotel comps. Even if you want to talk politics, I don't really give a shit. But we'll do the video for you guys if you want. Give you guys a chance to really interact back and forth with us. Again, we'll do it live. It won't be like these where they're pre-recorded. And again, if you guys want that to happen, just shoot a comment below and we'll make it happen. Okay, so for this game today or tomorrow, it's an early one. Indians minus 195 versus White Sox. The total is 7. This might sound like a broken record here because we just did this game a few days ago. At 1 o'clock tomorrow, this game kicks off or pitches off, and it's going to be 40 degrees at game time, or at least feel like 40 degrees. There's going to be over 20-mile-an-hour winds. At least for the first half of this game. And before I go into any further, the play for this is going to be the first half under. Again, I don't see the line for this, but I got to assume it's going to be 3.5 at dog money. You may be able to get 4 at heavy juice, but I got to assume you're going to probably get 3.5 at like plus 105. So definitely I consider that favorable for a few different reasons. As I mentioned, weather's going to be very cold again, and it's going to be very windy. Now for a hitter, the only thing worse than the cold is when it's windy as well, because it makes it really hard to track the ball, and obviously feeling colder. And baseball's not a sport where you're doing a lot of running, so it emphasizes the cold. And for a hitter, sometimes it'll feel like you're literally swinging at a rock. Wind is also very advantageous for pitchers if you can keep control. Now Kluber is the pitcher for the Indians here. He only walked 34 batters in 215 innings last year, so no real concern there. Carlos Rodon did walk 55 batters in 125 innings last year. He's always had somewhat of an issue with the walk, so there is some concern there. But again, the Indians have just been severely struggling with the bats. Second worst average in baseball. Not much higher on base percentage either. So again, Cleveland has the hitting advantage here going up against Rodon, but I really just look. This team could turn it on tomorrow, and this game could wind up going over easily. I guess if they turn on the bats, but again, it's just they haven't been there. They haven't been there throughout this season. They're dealing with injuries. I mentioned that in the last video. And even when they had a few runners on, they find it very difficult to string together multiple hits to get those runners in. And as for the White Sox side, I mean, look, you're not going to get much better than Kluber at home in a cold and windy day. He's as good as it gets in this type of weather. So, I'd be shocked if he ended up getting torched through the first few. Could it happen? Of course, anything could happen. But we really like our chances with both these arms against both these groups of bats. Now with Rodon coming, being a lefty pitcher, I would expect even a few extra platoon guys from the Cleveland side to fill in this game. So you might see a few people you ain't even ever heard of from Cleveland in that lineup. One more thing I want to mention: the previous total that we bet under for the first half, the game total for that game was 7.5, and we were actually getting 2 worse pitchers. With Ivan Nova and Mike Clevenger. and that under was a pretty good play. Here we're getting two better pitchers, and it's only costing us half a run. It'll only cost us a fourth of a run over the course of that first half. So again, I really think this is advantageous. Again, going right back to the well here, under first half, Indians, White Sox. Again, I don't see the line yet, but I'm going to expect it to be 3.5 at about plus 105. Again, that's basically it. Love that play for tomorrow. Game starts early, so make sure you get the bet in quick. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And again, feel free to drop comments below, maybe on some games you like for tomorrow. And if you want us to do that live video from Atlantic City, we'll happily do it for you guys. And I'm sure it'll be fun for all of us, fun for you to see our personalities mesh with one another. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will be back soon.